In the darkest hours of World War II, when shadows stretched long and hope was a flickering candle, the night belonged to the enemy. But even in the deepest black, a single spark can ignite a fire. This is the story of a woman who didn't just survive the darkness. She learned to command it. Her name was Nancy Wake, but her enemies knew her only as the White Mouse, a name born of her uncanny ability to evade capture, to slip through their fingers like a ghost in the night. When the enemy marched into her home in France, Nancy didn't flee. She fought. She became a vital link in the escape lines, guiding downed Allied airmen and refugees through treacherous mountain passes to safety. With a bounty of 5 million francs on her head, she was the Gestapo's most wanted person. They held the cities, they held the roads, they held the night. Every checkpoint was a potential trap. Every knock on the door a possible end. But Nancy was always one step ahead. Her journey was one of constant peril. She trained with Britain's elite special operations executive, mastering the arts of sabotage, espionage, and unarmed combat. One instructor noted, "She is a very fast and good shot. She will not be a difficult pupil." They were right. Parachuting back into occupied France, she didn't just assist the resistance. She led it. She organized and commanded over 7,000 Maquis fighters, coordinating parachute drops of weapons and supplies and leading attacks that crippled enemy operations. She was more than a spy, she was a commander. She once cycled over 500 kilometers through enemy territory to re-establish contact after her radio operator was forced to destroy his codes. When her fighters were attacked, she didn't hide. She grabbed a machine gun and directed the defense. Her men, initially skeptical of a female leader, came to revere her for her iron will and unbreakable courage. They saw that while the enemy's power was built on fear and control, hers was built on defiance and an unshakable belief in freedom. The enemy held the night, with its patrols, its curfews, its climate of fear. But with every sabotage mission, every successful escape, every blow struck against the occupation, Nancy Wake was claiming something far more powerful. She was claiming the dawn. She proved that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the will to act in spite of it. Her story reminds us that even when the world is plunged into darkness, the actions of one determined person can be the light that leads the way to a new day. Nancy Wake didn't just own the dawn, she helped create it for an entire continent. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible story of heroism. If you were inspired by Nancy Wake's story, please hit that like button and subscribe for more tales of remarkable people who changed the world. See you next time.